Absolutely, the game is just loading up and spawning in the top right hand side of New Planet S. It is going to be the blue Terran player representing Team Property. It is Sjow.
And in the bottom left hand corner, spawning as the purple Zerg with purple creep and purple everything, looking rather purpley, is MiA's Starbuck.
Absolutely, as previously mentioned, in the Season 3 EU Premier League, which is a very, very exclusive club, to say the least.
Yeah, I'll say.
Only the 32 best players of that region, and some Koreans, are in there. And if you make it in there, you definitely are a freaking good player.
For every time that I've casted Starbuck, which has been quite a number of times now, I've never had the absolute pleasure of casting Sjow just yet, but I'm a huge fan of his Terran. Every time I cast Starbuck and check out his stats, he's always super high in the Grandmaster League on EU. I believe that he does practice on Korea sometimes. So these matches are going to be crazy, and I'm really going to enjoy it.
Absolutely, and Sjow is going to open things up here with 12 barracks and 12 gas. On the other end we see a, I think it is gas first here with a 14 pool. So Starbuck is already planning on getting his speedling upgrade extremely quick, maybe even rushing up to there here. So far the decision has not been done, and behind all of that we will see the expansion in just about couple of seconds here as soon as he gathered 300 minerals. Yep,
pretty standard stuff. Near Planet S is really good for speedlings, either for map control, early aggression, getting in that it's a pretty wide choke. It is easy to wall off, but at the same time it takes a lot of time to wall off, so you can get lings in there very quickly. Because the map is so slow, you just get them across there and slip them in as quickly as possible. And we don't see the barracks completing the main ramp wall off, which is a bit strange. So maybe Sjow's going for something aggressive of his own.
Absolutely. So far he's getting into Reaper production, which of course will allow him to scout the main rather easily here. And Starbuck, very interesting decision here. He goes straight into roaches, which is a extremely aggressive play here. Also skipping speed here to get his roaches as quickly as possible, and also pretty much not going for the expansion. So this is an extremely aggressive play, and I think as soon as those that roach run finishes, he will get into roach production, and also will plan on attacking his opponent rather quickly here.
Yeah, really nice defense there with the Queen by Starbuck. The Reaper not getting any scouting information just yet. Falling all the way back across the map by the look of things. Possibly now he's afraid. Maybe he did see the... I'll have to check his vision, but maybe he did see the spawning pool, and now he's afraid a little bit of Zergling aggression. Bunker going down very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, first couple of roaches are being produced, and also a hatching here for Starbuck, and he's also going to research burrow, which is a very smart move, because burrow micro is pretty much just like blink micro. You can basically burrow the weakened roaches and they will regenerate HP rather quickly.
Yep, the Reaper has spotted all of these roaches moving across the map now. The Reaper does get picked off as he gets caught between a rock and a hard place. So we've got 8 roaches coming across the map, and behind this, Starbuck is actually taking his expansion. So he is prepared if this doesn't work, because the heavy roach aggression hasn't been working a lot against Terran lately. The bunker's just a little bit, the bunker and the SCVs and a few Marines is just a little bit too good. But he is choosing to pick off the SCVs, so he is getting economic damage done. Those SCVs having to be pulled all together, but there you go, the roaches get burrowed, but the scan goes down. That's unfortunate, and roach dies as the Marines in the bunker pick it off slowly, and they do fall back, but they are creating a sort of soft contain. But sneaking past the bunker into the natural, one dying on the way in, but there are now 5 roaches behind enemy lines, and one is burrowed just to be annoying, and the others are just going to start picking off whatever they can, really.
Absolutely, very smart play here by Starbuck, already putting a lot of aggression onto his opponent, even getting past into the main here. The SCVs are being pulled and he's doing a lot of damage here already. And behind all of that, he's not going to make towards that, he's going to throw down his expansion drone up, and I think he's going to maneuver himself into a very nice position here. Already is 7 workers ahead. Of course, with mules that can be equalized over time, but I think
he did force the burning of about,
yeah,
I think 2 scans at the very least, so that's really nice. And probably a third now to pick off this roach at the natural, who was being incredibly... Oh, there's a 3rd scan in the main just to pick off that one, and there's going to have to be a 4th scan in the natural to pick off that the 4th one, and that is such a huge advantage for Starbuck. You can't overestimate how much each one of those scans is costing in terms of economy.
Absolutely. If you take a look at the workers count right now, right after that very last roaches are cleaned up here, it's currently 38 drones to 25 SCVs. Starbuck, as it is right now, is still on 2 base, which is not really too good here for him, but leading with 13 harvesters is very, very nice. I think he definitely did the damage to justify going for such an early commitment here. As a reaction to that, Sjow is now going to move out with a handful of marines and a couple of widow mines. Starbuck already setting up defenses here, getting a spore crawler, which is I think a very, very smart decision to be able to detect those widow mines, getting additional roaches. I don't know if he knows already that there is something heading towards him. Now he definitely does, but I think he should be able to deal with that.
Yeah, definitely though. Widow mines getting a little bit too far forward, taking a bit of damage, but they are going to burrow in time and go off on that one roach who'd already burrowed, so it didn't take any damage. Resetting that the splash damage timer somehow is really annoying. The roaches engaging the marines are going to pick all these marines off and burrowing them one at a time, so none of them die. Really nice play there by Starbuck. His burrow micro is spot on for every one of these roaches so far. It's been really impressive.
Absolutely, and Sjow, just after going for that move out, he is going to throw down his 3rd base. Of course, with Starbuck not really building too much units here because he's macroing up at the moment. That base is rather safe, but if we take a look at the production tab, Starbuck is going for his 4th base after I think he saw that with that overseer that was morphing there. Not quite yet, but he will see it eventually. And also he's going to get his spire. Yeah, he sees it. Okay. Which of course is very nice here to be able to constantly be annoying, harass his opponent here. And also once again pick up a couple of worker kills.
Yeah, definitely. Now that Sjow is stabilizing, where he's getting his 3rd base up, he's going to saturate that very quickly. He's been producing workers fairly consistently low, even though he's been losing a few. Now that he's got his orbitals online, he can start to catch up a little bit, but our Zerg player is about to get his 4th base. He is saturated on minerals on 3, gas on 2, and he's transitioning to nothing just yet. Oh, spy, sorry, I didn't see the spy go down, but that's a really nice play there. I really like that choice. Maybe throwing away, not necessarily throwing away, but sacrificing these roaches and these lings just to get a slight soft contain, weaken the forces of, pull out another scan. This is really bad for Sjow. Constant, just that 100 upgrade, I think it is, for...
And now a couple of things slip by here by the defenses of Sjow, already denying the mining quite a bit, and also burrows a couple of them beneath the CC here, forcing yet another scan. Starbuck is playing it out so smart here right now. Now 8 Mutalisks are in production. And basically Sjow is forced onto that 2 base economy, because I think as soon as he scans and is going to put down his CC, those links will just once again run into there.
Another scan goes down for 3 lings. Like you can't. I just can't emphasize enough how well Starbuck is doing with these burrows, really positioning them. Just one roach here and there is pulled out. I think, what are we up to, 6 scans now? And the Lings come for another run by. There are a couple of siege tanks there, but he is going to try to get out of range, picking off the SCVs, trying to pick off the SCVs, building the supply depots, but losing a hell of a lot of Lings there. Burrowing 4 there on the against the wall, and the Mutalisks are now crossing the map, They're going to hit the third with the Ling pressure still on the top third, is it?
Now the Mutalisks are going to enter the natural here. No defenses whatsoever. Also the Marines of Sjow are horribly out of position, meaning that Starbuck is basically free to do whatever he wants, doing a lot of damage here, getting one SCV after another. It is not looking good for the Terran player here. And
don't target the siege tanks. Those SCVs were so clumped up they would have got minced. 28 SCVs been killed so far by the Zerg player. These mutas have got basically free reign. There is turrets going down around the bases now, but they've done such good work already, and now they'll sit in this dead space and just scare the crap out of him.
Once again, Lings are running by here into the main this time. This time Marines are actually in position, but the Mutalisks are also being kinda annoying all the time. And also, if you take a look at the natural, those SCVs of Sjow pretty much just sitting around not doing anything. That will also not really help the situation. Starbuck is pretty much dominating his opponent here, definitely showing us why he's in Season 3 Premier League. Once again, raking up so many kills here. If you take a look at the workers killed, 36 SCVs have died so far.
He wants to get out of there with those Mutalisks, though. They're going to get torn apart by those Marines. We did see a bit of a misrally, and wow, someone just exploded. 37 SCVs dead. Sorry about that. I don't know where that noise came from.
I think that was real, so you guys probably didn't hear it, but it sounded like an explosion. Yeah, absolutely.
It really did, like a nuke going off in our headsets. So more Mutalisks joining the pack, and I don't know, this is just a domination. 37 SCVs killed, more mutas, and a huge pack of Lings. Probably going to try and effect another run by, and with so many open spots on each of these bases, he's probably going to hit one with the mutas and then hit another with the Lings, and there just isn't enough units by Sjow to stop this. Punching a hole straight through that wall, and that's where the Lings are probably going to flood in and destroy this base.
And once again, he's picking up so many siege tanks that of course also could stop the Lings. And he's just being constantly annoying and also not really losing too many Mutalisks to those Marines. He's playing it extremely smart. Now also getting his 5th base in that bottom right location here, which will set him up 2 bases, which is basically the prime position you want to be in as a Zerg. Also already leading by 70 supply. 22 banings are now in production. Yeah, which would make 36 in total after they have been constructed here, absolutely. I mean, it's not really looking too good in terms of upgrades for him. He's basically even with his opponent. But still, just because he has so many units, that will make up for that.
I really like the way he split up his forces here. He's going to come in from 2 different sides, and one way or another, he's going to get something done. The mutas coming in to engage the main force with a bit of Baneling with a massive force coming from behind. Ling's getting the surround. Baneling's rolling on in. There is absolutely nothing he can do to stop this, and all of the... There wasn't even a chance for the Banelings to get detonations. The Lings and the mutas just tore everything to shreds. That was a complete domination. I was not expecting it to be that one-sided.
Starbuck just looked rock solid here in this first game of that first best of 3.